everybody. It's Love.
And it's Peace.
Welcome to
another episode of Woke Talk.
Woke Talk.
Woke Talk. We are here today and we're about to give you some information to help and enlighten the mind, body, and spirit, and to help you be your best self.
The best version of yourself. So here is the topic that we're going to talk about today, which is alcohol and driving.
Right. So if you all didn't know, if you've been following us on social media or following what we do at our wellness center, we got into a car accident about a month ago, and we got hit by a drunk driver who was twice the limit of driving intoxicated, and our car got totaled, and a whole bunch of crazy things happened, to sum it up, because it's a very long story, but we are here and we are safe, most importantly.
Alive. And so we're here to educate you about that. So you're probably wondering, what is the illegal amount of alcohol intake for the state of Florida? The alcohol limit for our state is 0.08%.
Yes, the blood alcohol content cannot be higher than 0.08%. And for us people who are on here who are wondering what the health benefits, as I said, benefits, we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about the health. What's the opposite of benefit? I think like negatives, the health negatives. We'll talk about
negatives.
the drawbacks,
Right.
the negatives, the negative effects of alcohol on the body. All right, so let's dive right into it and get this
started. So the alcohol intake level is 0.08, which if you go beyond that is illegally impaired. You're illegally impaired. So that means you cannot drive, you shouldn't be on the road after you've reached that limit. How do you know you've reached that limit? Well, you may be really tipsy or had too many drinks, and you should know when it's too much.
right. So the health benefits of drinking alcohol are none. Yeah, there really aren't any health benefits of it. You can argue that red wine is good for the cardiovascular health, which most people argue and say, oh, well, what about red wine? It's good for my heart, so and so. There have been studies that have shown that it can be beneficial to the cardiovascular health, but that's if you're drinking authentic, true Italian red wine, organic, ethically sourced, bottled at the source wine, which most of the wine that we're drinking is not that, because they don't have it in too many places here in America. And the wines that you're drinking that are red wines that you think are realistic and really good for your health and cardiovascular health are actually full of heavy metals and toxins.
Right.
Yes.
So speaking of heavy metals and toxins, so your body, it actually has to go through a digestive state where the alcohol is then intaked into the body, put through our digestive system, and then going through the liver before it is actually distributed to other organs in the body. What it can cause is liver cirrhosis, chronic liver disease, chronic liver illnesses and diseases, and cirrhosis, fibrosis,
Type 2 diabetes.
Yes.
You can get type 2 diabetes from drinking too much alcohol.
Definitely.
You can, because it is very high in sugar. Most alcohol has a lot of sugar.
So you don't want to put too much of that through your digestive system and then through your liver, because you only have one liver. And if you break it down through with alcohol and drugs, then you won't be able to process the food that's being digested into your body or other liquids that's being digested through your body.
Yes, so she said the food. So making sure that the food is in your system before you do have a drink. If you choose to take that road, that dark road down drinking boulevard, Make sure that you have food in your system. We don't condone these foods on a regular basis or normally, but if you are going to consume alcohol, make sure that you have foods that are highly absorbent, such as, it hurts me to say this, but bread, pasta, something heavy but not too greasy, and nothing that is too much food. You don't want to overeat because you can throw that up. That can that can come right back up out your system. So make sure that you have a little something, maybe half of a sandwich or, some crackers and something small in your stomach, because that slows down the alcohol absorption into the bloodstream, and you won't have the chance of going into a blackout mode and getting a
hangover.
Yes. Or actually, what is that thing? Alcohol poisoning. Hey, college students, you out there, I'm talking about you. Don't drink and don't eat. Make sure that you eat a little something before you drink, because alcohol poisoning is real, and that's when you black out and your system has too much toxin and the poison is too much for your blood, and your body starts to literally shut down, and you can die from that. So make sure.
Also, too, just to let you know that they call the alcohol and wines spirits. So each different alcohol, it has a spirit to it that decompresses your subconscious and your conscious mind, so that you're not able to feel anything. And when you drink too much of that, you are not yourself. A lot can agree to that.
Yeah, so you ever heard the term, you're not yourself. You've changed. You're different. What happened to you? You're not the man I met when I was 20. Who are you? I don't know you.
You don't want it.
When they drink, they're not the same.
No.
Family members, you all got that drunk uncle, drunk auntie that come acting crazy. But then when they're not drunk, they're like studious. They're talking about world geography, global warming, the earth and, spinning on its axis, the, mathematical equation of a engine, things like that. They're super geniuses, but when they drink, they just
are not themselves anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's because the spirit has overtaken the body and spirit and have put its own twist on things within your vessel. So make sure, like he said, if you're going to drink, make sure you eat something before you drink, because it decreases your chances of having a hangover or intoxication. Make sure you also drink to a limit where you're not going to be able to where that you're going to be able to drive and do everything that you need to still do, like get home safely and sound.
Yeah. And if you're trying to better yourself and up your vibration, know that liquor lowers the vibration, and that's how those spirits get a hold of you, because it brings you from a state of consciousness here down here. So it leaves your crown chakra open. And when you leave your crown chakra open and it's not in a positive environment or through enlightenment,
you attract low vibrations.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it is definitely real out there. Make sure you stay protected, stay safe. If you're detoxing or if you're trying to get to a better place in your life, just refrain from drinking, honestly. Even wine, just don't do it. Do your best to refrain and do your best to seek other ways for therapy, such as music, such as writing in your journal, such as drawing, painting, dancing, whatever it may be. But make sure that you don't drink emotionally, because it will just make your emotions worse. All right, so this has been another episode of
Woke Talk.
And make sure that you
stay tuned.
Stay